Hey everyone, welcome back! With update 4, Souls of the Frozen Frontier, just released, Enshrouded is back with fresh updates, and it's never been a better time to dive in, especially if you're playing in co-op. And if you're a returning player, wondering if it's worth jumping back in, stick around. We are covering all the reasons why now is the perfect time to return.
In Enshrouded, you play as the Flameborn, one of the few that survived a tragedy, which wiped out most of humanity. Before you wake up in your life pod, you need to get yourself ready to save the world by designing your hero's face in the Character Creator. Enshrouded offers just enough customization to make your character unique. Think skin, hair, beards, and voice. You can create your digital lookalike or something totally opposite, which really adds to the immersion.
That out of the way, let's talk about the co-op experience. You can host or join a session with the world saved on your host's account. Don't worry, your character and gear are saved on your account, so you can even start a new world with your leveled up character.
Enshrouded in co-op makes the most sense for groups with somewhat consistent and active players. But it is also a great choice of a game if you want to include a friend who only has limited game time at hand. Even just 30 minutes of playtime feel rewarding. And getting back into the game after breaks is not too hard, as neither the controls nor the gameplay are difficult to learn. It's all pretty intuitive.
Agreed, but let's start at the beginning. The co-op experience starts right off the bat. No single player tutorial that keeps you locked in for an hour or anything like that. A total of 16 players can play in one session. For larger groups, it's recommended to host a session on a good PC with modern hardware. There is no crossplay as of now, since it's still in early access. But it's not off the table for post-launch, when it will also release to PlayStation and the Xbox. So we settled how to play co-op. But what is it actually like?
Enshrouded offers co-op players a variety of different activities, including exploration, hunting down materials, crafting, or building and decorating your base. There's no main quest line you have to follow. You can explore freely as a group or solo. Shared quests mean that even if you miss a quest, you'll still get credit once you interact with the quest giver.
So that means Enshrouded is great to play in general, but how valuable is the co-op aspect for the game?
First off, to play together effectively, you will need another means of communication. There is no in-game chat or voice chat, nor emotes. You will have to rely on either being in the same room or a communication app like Discord. Otherwise, it would feel really weird trying to play together without talking. Like, you would just chase each other around the map, I guess.
That wouldn't be fun at all. Plus, later on, team play is really valuable for the harder boss fights. So as long as you bring a means of communication, you're all set for a good time. A double down on this is also the fact that the conflict potential is rather low. Even if one person is not up to all the tasks and challenges the game throws at you, there is little to argue or be annoyed about.
Right. Even failure, like dying at a boss or a puzzle, just means you will have to respawn, walk back and collect your belongings, and try again with a different strategy.
And that's exactly where the co-op shines. The combat can get pretty difficult after a while, and you will face hard-hitting enemies. The support you can provide each other is great. Think about the holy trinity in gaming: tank, healer and DPS. If you manage to make your character builds a bit symbiotic, you're gonna have it much easier, while getting that rewarding feeling of true team play.
Enshrouded really offers a big variety of moods and activities. The voxel-based world makes base building and gathering feel really impactful. And so does farming and crafting. It can be a very relaxing game to play, and as we mentioned, can be played just like that. Building, farming and decorating feels great. And the music adds to it.
Exploration can go from peaceful to intense quickly. As you move into deeper areas, darkness and thick fog adds to tension, and with limited time to survive in the shroud, there is a real thrill to it. Definitely spooky, but without gore. So family friendly for older kids. However, it's definitely not suited for younger children.
No, definitely not. But it's great for couples and friend groups, as the conflict level is quite low and the feeling of setting out for an adventure together, as well as building a homely home, is great and rewarding.
The lack of a competitive aspect, however, could be a downside for a group of friends seeking to play against each other. So, as Enshrouded is a survival crafting game, there are, of course, also some survival aspects. If you generally dislike those, you will be relieved. Survival mechanics like hunger and thirst are optional. Buffs help, but there is no punishment for skipping meals. ideal if you're playing with newcomers or prefer a casual experience. The game is also a good pick for creative minds, as it lets you express yourself in ways that other games don't, as you can literally shape the voxel world around you. At the same time, it's equally suited for a more adventurous type of gamer that loves exploration and verticality, with the occasional boss and treasure hunt in between.
So, we talked about who this game is for. Now, let's talk about the endgame.
One of the best parts of Enshrouded is the voxel-based world. Not only can you build, but you can fully terraform everything, creating your dream base. This alone can keep you engaged for a long time. And if that's not your main focus, the large open map, the challenging bosses and continuous updates mean there's always something new to explore.
And speaking of new, the big update for Souls of the Frozen Frontier just launched on November 5. It brought a ton of new content. There is a whole new snowy mountain biome to explore, the Albaneve Summits. The new region brings new enemy types, weapons, armor and furniture. Exploration gets a new kick by the added aerial updrafts, giving your glider a verticality boost.
Besides that, the player level cap was raised to level 35, which also brings more skill points. You can invest them in newly added spells and skills, such as 2 new ones that lets you use your hook in fire.
And if you felt like your base always missed some life, the other survivors in your base, the NPCs you rescued, will now roam around your home. And if you feel like there's not yet enough people, new townsfolk was added. But not only people can fill your home. Now you may also adopt pets and tame animals, including goats and hares, to perfect your farming setup.
The visual updates introduced let the scenery look better than ever, and the added weather effects make it feel so immersive. The game is set to fully release in 2025, so there is still a lot to come. Also, since the sessions can be played very casually, it's a good pick if you want to continuously play together over a longer period of time and enjoy the upcoming updates whenever they drop.
For the price of the game, it offers a lot of playtime and fun, we think. And although it's still in early access right now, its technical foundation is quite solid. We seldomly had any technical issues, aside from enemies sometimes glitching into the floors, or shooting projectiles through solid structures.
If you require specific accessibility options, be mindful that at the moment Enshrouded only assists in terms of motion sickness. Other options like colorblind modes are not available. If you're afraid of heights, darkness or spiders, be aware that these are a part of the game. Although the latter can be reduced to some extent in the settings, this only applies to the little ambient spiders, not the enemy models. So, before we wrap things up, what's your favorite aspect of playing Enshrouded together?
What I like most is the flexibility it brings. When I log in late after work and just want to do something casual and relaxing, while you feel more adventurous, we can just split up. I can decorate the base or collect more wood, while you explore the area. I think that's cool, that you still work on something together while doing what you feel like. And I really like showing you what I built when you respawn, when you come back to base. What about you?
My favorite thing about Enshrouded is the voxel-based environment, although that's not really important for playing together, but I still think it looks really cool. Regarding co-op, I like that you can complete each other with the roles you pick. Your partner can tank the boss, while you, as a ranged assassin, land criticals on them, while in the next moment your tank gathers sticks for your arrows and you hunt ingredients for some tanky meals.
So, for our verdict, Enshrouded is a great game, and even greater when played together. The co-op not only helps with progression and splitting the workload, but also gives a rewarding feeling of adventuring together and achieving something meaningful. You rid the Ember Vale of the Shroud, defeat evil bosses and build a peaceful retreat on a meadow together. Each player adds something meaningful and valuable with their skill set.
So if you were still on the fence about playing Enshrouded, it is really well worth trying out. We hope you liked this co-op review format. It was our first review video and there are more to come. If you think we missed an important point, let us know in the comments.
Have fun playing Enshrouded with your favorite people and see you next time!